Welcome. Today we're going to talk about exercise, and the first question is exercise actually necessary for fat loss? Well, the answer is no. It takes, for example, half an hour of jogging to remove the calories that you put in from one choc chip biscuit. So you need to do a great deal of exercise before it has a real impact on the calorie burning and the number of calories you get rid of. And secondly, the research shows that when you exercise, your appetite increases to compensate. So there are ways in which it's not helpful, but there are ways in which it is helpful. And here are some of the ways. First of all, exercise normalises mood, and people who are stressed or depressed crave food and they overeat. So if you can use exercise to help normalise or balance your mood, help get rid of the stress or depression, then you can do yourself a great service and make it easier to stick to any sort of diet that you're following. And the research shows that a 20-minute brisk walk 3 times a week is as good as any antidepressant. Secondly, regular exercise regulates sleep and it normalises sleep. So if you have any difficulty sleeping, exercise is a good idea from that perspective. The fact is that if you're not getting enough sleep, cortisol levels rise and you will overeat. So exercising to normalise sleep patterns is another bonus of exercising. The final one is a little bit harder to understand. Whatever diet you're on, you do have to induce some sort of a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. The advantage of the lean gene diet is that by eating the right amounts of carbs, proteins and fats, you actually increase your metabolic rate, so it makes it easier to make a calorie deficit. If the calorie deficit is normally there, then by the time you increase your metabolic rate, it's way up there and you're losing fat at a much faster rate. And then we give you strategies to accelerate fat burning, so now your calorie deficit is even larger. So that alone is a big bonus. But suppose you need 2,000 calories a day to maintain your body weight. If you want to lose weight at 1,000 calories per day worth, and it's 3,500 calories before you lose a pound or roughly half a kilogram, then you've only got to consume 1,000 calories. That's hard if you're only consuming 2,000 calories. But if you exercise to the value of 1,000 calories, now your body needs 3,000 calories to maintain itself. And if you want a 1,000 calorie deficit, you can consume 2,000. This whole concept is called energy flux. How much energy is going into your body and how much is going out. It's far easier to have a calorie deficit if you've got a lot of energy going in and a lot of energy going out because you're exercising. So the more exercise you do at one level, the better off you are. The problem is, when you're in a sedentary job, as most of us in the West are, it's almost impossible to get enough exercise for that to do you any good. So you have to rely on the strategies for controlling hunger and increasing the rate of fat burning that the lean gene diet is providing for you, but you can do one sort of exercise that really does help. And that's the kind of exercise that switches on the anabolic effect. Now the anabolic effect, when you do the right sort of exercise, it increases the rate of fat burning and it builds a little bit of muscle. Muscle burns calories faster than fat does, so for every kilogram of muscle you build, you're going to burn more calories than when it was a kilogram of fat. Now, how much exercise do you need? Well, in fact, you need 8 minutes 2 or 3 times a week. You can do it 3 times a week if you like, but twice a week is enough. Now, some people will say, but I don't like exercise. I've never liked it. Well, that may come from bad memories. It may come because you just don't like feeling exhausted. You just don't like actually doing it. But I can tell you that once your metabolism changes, your whole mood will change also, and you will want to exercise. And if you say, well, I haven't got enough time, well, the fact of the matter is, at 8 minutes twice a week, you do have time. So really now, there's no excuse for not doing it, and it will help you. And if you have a look below this video, you'll see a series of downloads I hate exercise, I haven't got the time to do it. Does exercise help with fat loss? It explains everything I've just been talking to you about in a lot more detail. It provides you with the program that actually works. It gives you a fast start guide that you can fill out to help you keep track of your progress. And the final document has a lot more detail about the physiology of why the short 8-minute program actually works. The final thing I'll say about it is, and you'll love this, only 2 minutes of that 8 minutes is actually work. The rest is rest time.